kitchen. This is a very simple take on the traditional frijoles that Mexicans make. You know, I had spent years boiling my beans, 5 hours later, and that's just too much time. So I came up with some ideas to shorten this up but get the same great quality. And if I don't tell my husband, he never knows the difference from when I boiled the beans and from when I made it this way. So we're going to start off with a little swish of oil. You can use canola, olive oil, whatever you have on hand. And I've got my pan on medium heat, and I'm going to add some half rings of onion, and I've got about 1/3 of a white onion there. And I also have 2 cloves of garlic that I've also minced up that I'm going to add to my pan. And let's see. I'm just going to saute those until my onions are, I'm sorry, I'm having a crazy day. I'm just going to saute those until my onions are clear and tender. And as soon as we get to that point, we'll go on to the next step. What I have here, I have pinto beans from the grocery store. All that they've been done is cooked with water, canned with water. That's it. There's no extra seasonings or flavoring to these. These are just the basic pinto beans. I have 2 cans, and I'll tell you, I used to drain them and rinse them and add water, and then one day my husband was like, "You're crazy, all of that flavor is going away." So I stopped draining them and I stopped adding water, and I just left the liquid that came in the can because my husband said that that's all the good flavor from when the beans were originally boiled. So if I was just going to make these frijoles, then I would just add some salt. So I'm just going to add a little bit of salt, and you'll just want to add salt to your liking. And then, some of you may not be familiar with this herb, but this herb is very popular and very common in Hispanic cooking. It's called epazote, and if you've seen cilantro before or parsley, I'm going to guess, because I don't know the answer to this. If someone knows, send me an email and tell me that it's from that same family. But epazote is very commonly used in Mexican cooking. Pull those leaves off. I've already pulled some leaves off here, and very distinct flavor. And I'm just going to tear those leaves up, and I'm going to just put them in my beans. Now, if I was going to do just frijoles whole, which is very common in Mexican cooking, then I would let this simmer on medium-low heat for about 10 minutes, and we'd be done. So that would be just the frijoles. But I'm actually going to make these refried beans. So I'm going to take it from this step now, and I'm going to smash them. And what I do to smash them, I actually use a masher, and I'm just going to go ahead and start mashing these beans. Now, some people like to have their frijoles a little bit more liquidy, and so if that's the case, there's 2 options you can do. After we mash this up, you could add a little bit of chicken stock, or you could also just add a little bit of water. Obviously, the chicken stock is going to give it just a little bit more flavor, and just add it to your liking. If you like yours, you know, quite a bit wetter. I don't usually add anything because they usually come out just the way my family likes them. But yeah, basically I'm just going to continue to smash those. Now, Mexicans, they might at this point, well, this is very common, they would actually probably take a little bit of lard, put it in a frying pan, and once that lard had melted down, they'd transport their beans over to that and then fry it. But I skipped that part. I don't think it makes a huge difference, and it does cut out a lot of fat by not doing that. So basically I'm just going to mash these for a couple minutes. After they're nice and mashed, I'm just going to leave them on a medium-low heat for about 5 minutes, and then they'll be ready to serve. So we'll be back to show you the final product. This up, you have to see my dog. My dog is crazy. I think if you've watched my videos before, my dog, this particular dog, I have two. I have Allie and Felice. This is Allie. She just loves to lay in between my legs when I'm cooking. So, anyways, I just had to show you that because it's so cute. But, anyways, so these beans are ready, and I'm just going to plate them up. You can see the epazote there in them. And just for fun, we can just sprinkle a little bit of panela cheese. This will pair up great with your rice, your Mexican rice, and then a main dish. I know that your family will love this. You know, I know you can do this. This is one of those things where, once again, we have our preconceived notions about how difficult it is to make things. This is so easy. You can totally do this. I'm excited for you to get in the kitchen and make this, and let me know how it turns out, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.